Ocio Halito. What up, everybody? It is the ripe corn full moon, also called the thunder moon. And I have some herbal tips, some spiritual tips for your full moon ceremonial time, okay? To prelude the full moon ceremonial time during the new moon, you want to do a ceremony, okay? A ceremony could consist of simple things, okay? You could change the water on your altar, pour libations for the ancestors, okay? Hit your sacred pipe, and that is for communication with Divine Great Spirit, our ancestors, and our guides. All right. We want to smudge and cleanse ourselves with the sage and cedar mix. This one has sage, cedar, and sweetgrass, so it clears negative energy and adds positive energy. Sweetgrass is also an offering to Divine Great Spirit. Okay? So this balances your environment and balances you, because you smudge yourself. You light it and you run it up your body. The smoke, the vapor. You can use a feather. I have a hawk feather. Okay? So you would use the under part of the wing to get rid of the negative energy. Okay, so as you're lighting your sage, sweetgrass, cedar mix, you would use it to smudge the smoke, fan the smoke up your body to cleanse yourself. And then you want to do a spiritual bath. Okay, a spiritual bath can be pink Himalayan salt or sea salt. You can put some cleansing protective oil in there, like rosemary oil, olive oil. Okay, you can dip that in your water. You can dip rose petals in your water. Different things. You can put dandelions in your water. Women, dandelions are good for us. Drink dandelion tea, dandelion root, dandelion leaf, and the dandelion flowers. You can utilize each of those for your oils. Put them in your water, and it helps to cleanse you. If you put it in your water to cleanse the outer body, and put it in your body, it helps cure ailments. So the thing is to set your intentions during the new moon. Okay, self-healing, or if you want to start your business or your own tribe. Granted, you have the bloodline, lineage, and ancestry. You've done your research. You've done all the things that you can do. So you're setting your intentions during the new moon. Okay, and then as the days go by, you're doing your work. You're doing your part as research. Okay, you're gathering tools. You're getting paperwork together. You're doing meditations. You're going within. Affirmations. You're communicating with Divine Great Spirit, your ancestors, and your guides during that new moon. And then when the full moon hits, that's when manifestation comes. It's in fullness, full bloom. So we're utilizing the energy of the cosmos. Something in the cosmos, which is the moon. That's described as divine feminine energy, the mother energy, to birth forth things, to manifest things. So in attachedness ceremonies, different tribes have different things that they do, but there's always a cleansing first, a purification first. So I gave the recommendation of using the sage cedar to cleanse your outer body, and then doing a spiritual bath. Before you do your spiritual bath, you can just rinse off in the shower. You can actually take a shower, soap up, rinse off, and as you're rinsing off the water, you visualize negativity, evil, wickedness, thoughts, all of that negative energy washing off of you. As you've been around other people and their negative energy and things that they're doing, you can wash that. You can visualize that washing off of you. Okay, and then you sit in that bath. Okay, like I said, you can use pink Himalayan salt or sea salt. You can put your favorite oils in there, like a cleansing and protection oil, like rosemary oil, rose petals, things of that nature. You feel which herbs you should put in your bath, because it's about you. It's uniquely you. Okay, it's about self-healing. That cleansing bath is for self-healing, for self. Okay, so I gave the tips on that. So you want to do that, setting your new moon intentions, and you can do that again during the full moon. Okay, but the full moon is really celebration of what has manifested, what has came forth from our intentions that we did during the new moon ceremony. And so earlier I had did a reading from the Shaman Wisdom cards. Okay, and one card that I pulled was self. So self is the all. It's the masculine and the feminine, which is divine great spirit within us, the breath of life. So other things that you can have at your ceremony would be dragon's blood. I recommended that. Dragon's blood, as you light it, and I have some chunks of dragon's blood. You light that and you really tap in and you focus and you say affirmations like anyone or anything that has tried to send evil, wicked, or negative energy towards me, harmful, hurtful things towards me, it blows back to them. It goes back to them. And that smoke, that vapor, travels into the universe and it goes back to that person. Okay, you have to do things to protect yourself, cleanse yourself, and to prosper yourself, heal yourself. Okay, so these are things you have in your atmosphere. Okay, you can have some sandalwood. Sandalwood is good for tapping into your intuitive abilities. They call it psychic abilities. Women, womb, we are really intuitive and psychic, and our women's intuition, all those things that they call it, sandalwood heightens that. Okay, I have some other herbs that you can make teas, or you may smoke them in your sacred pipe. Tobacco, for one, is unto divine great spirit. It's male and female properties all in one. And I have some American spirit, or you can get you some raw tobacco from a reservation or a powwow. Get you some raw tobacco, okay, and put it in your sacred pipe. You can mix it with other herbs like mugwort. It's for women womb health, okay, uterus womb health, okay, healing, okay. You can put some mullein in there. Mullein deals with respiratory things, okay, and other things. I was mentioning the dandelion root, the dandelion leaf, okay. And for women, to keep that moisture flowing in the womb department, nettles. You can make some nettles tea, okay, especially if you want to tap into divine spirituality, sexual spirituality, like tantric sex, where you do sex magic with your partner, your husband, your wife. You can prepare yourself. They can have some moringa or some ginseng, And you can have some nettles, and that will help you just continuously flow. Womb health, A1, okay? Also, for healing, also, and healing of pain, recovery of illness. One of the cards that I pulled talked about recovery from illness. You can use turmeric, okay? You can use some chia seeds, okay? The ancient XI, She, Olmec, the Mayan, the Aztec, they used chia seeds also. The warriors, they had to master spiritual, mental, and physical, and they took chia seeds each day, but they really took it like before battle, okay? It gives you energy. So, garlic was another one. If you don't have cloves of garlic, you can make garlic tea. Have garlic in your kitchen. Your kitchen is a place of healing, so you can make garlic tea if you want to sip that in the moonlight during the full moon, after you've cleansed yourself with, the sage, cedar, sweetgrass, and mixture. You've cleansed on the outside. You've done your spiritual cleansing bath, okay? You hit the sacred pipe for communication with divine great spirit, ancestors, and guides. You can do drum music, or with the rattles or maracas, the windpipe. You can just tune in and hit the drums, and it's communicating spiritually. It's that frequency, the sounds from the actual instrument and from yourself is communication to divine great spirit, your ancestors and guides, for guidance, okay? And you can thank them. You pour libations, you pour water into the earth or a plant that's in your home, okay? You light candles. You can light a white and a black candle. A white, peaceful energy. The black is to absorb negative energy, protection. You can do a pink one. Pink is like the color of rose quartz, which is unconditional love, fertile energy, to manifest, to birth forth things. Because full moon ceremonies is celebration of what has manifested, what has come forth from your new moon intentions, what you did during the new moon. You wrote down things, your goals, you spoke your affirmations, you set your intentions, what you want to manifest during the full moon. And then you go and take action. You go fill out papers, or you go do research. You apply things during those rest of those days of those moon. The moon is getting fuller and fuller, and then it is at full manifestation. Is full. Then things in your life are supposed to manifest, okay? But this is a time of cleansing and reflection, self-healing. You need to learn, know, and master thyself, okay? So this happens during the new moon, and then the full moon is the celebration because it's manifesting. And this is the ripe corn full moon. So this is celebrating the ripeness, the manifestation of the corn that is going to feed us physically. And corn is also like a spiritual thing, because our ancestors used corn for a lot of things. It was their staple for a lot of things. They used it to make things to put on, like their regalia. Of course, they used it for food. They used it for oil, all kind of things. So we're celebrating the ripeness. Whatever has bloomed, blossomed, manifested. Okay, that is the purpose of full moon ceremonies. And you can also still do cleansing if you feel like you need more preparation. You can still do more cleansing and going within and brainstorming, getting out a notepad. So as you're sipping your tea or you're hitting your sacred pipe, As you hear those thoughts come from Divine Great Spirit, your ancestors and your guides, or animals pop up, like I sit by my patio and different animals have showed up at my patio. And so I write those things down. Okay, if you see a hummingbird, if you see a raven, a crow, you need to research, what do these animal spirits mean? Okay, when you see them, okay, the raven, the crow, that's universal balance, sacred law of balance. Okay, that's divine great spirit in between worlds, contacting great mystery, which is divine great spirit. Okay, love, joy is a hummingbird. You see a butterfly. Okay, those are the ancestors. Okay, ancestors often show up in the form of butterflies. Okay, so signs and symbols and messages are everywhere. Are you paying attention? So you need to have a journal to write down the messages that you're downloading, that the messages you're channeling from Divine Great Spirit, your ancestors and guides. Write them down. Write them down. It may be ideas to propel your business or propel your family in healing and growth and maturation, or to help you with your children. Wisdom comes when you silence yourself and you tune in to what the universe is saying to you. So write it down. Have a journal. I have a journal here that I write things in. Okay, you can pull cards. You can read books. Okay, like the Moon Spells book. It has books to help you start your business, recipes and affirmations, tools to help you release addictions. Whatever you need to do is utilizing the moon energy. That's what moon ceremonies are about, utilizing that powerful energy of divine great spirit that is in the sky, emanating and shining on us, enlightening us, awakening us, making us aware, so that we can manifest things in our life. So you can have incense, you can have music, you can play instruments, you can do affirmations, chants, you can sing, you can do sacred dances, you can focus on, say you need more courage to do something. You can tap into the jaguar energy, okay, the Black Panther, the Midnight Jaguar energy, or the Golden Jaguar energy. And that is a fierce, aggressive energy. That's the energy that you need to go out there and start your business, or to help keep your business afloat, or take it to the next level. So you can use that time to tap into different animal spirits. Okay, if you need more balance in your life, you can tap into the raven or the crow energy during that time. Okay, first you would give thanks, raven, crow, GuYeQuoNi, for helping me tap into divine balance in my life. Okay, some tap into it and they go deep to where they channel that energy of the great raven spirit, which is just divine great spirit in the form of a raven or crow. And they tap into that energy. They may caw, or they may do whatever behavior the animal does. Some people put on the mask of that animal. And one of the cards that I pulled earlier, which was basswood. Basswood, this is what the Iroquois made their mask out of, okay? And it will be a mask of, it could be a wolf, it could be a red-tailed hawk, it could be a jaguar, whatever animal spirit that has the attributes that you want to tap into. You can put that mask on, you could dress in regalia. That's why you see us with feathers and different things of the animal spirits, because we're tapping into that energy to accomplish our goals for our people and of course for ourselves. Okay, to promote healing, divine health, wealth, and prosperity, and for protection. So, this book also talks about like casting a circle of protection around yourself, like after you cleanse yourself with the sage, cedar, sweetgrass. You cleanse yourself, then you can go around in a circle with this for protection. You can lay sea salt. You know, you can speak over it, pray over it. The sea salt, rue, and red peppers. You can put that on your doorways, on your windows. If you make your own oils, you can use the olive oil and rosemary. Okay, and let that saturate in there, and you can put some on your doors, on your windows. You can even put it on yourself. You can anoint yourself to have protection and healing. Okay, so these are just tips. And even if, what I was gonna say, if you don't have garlic cloves, you can take a teaspoon of this and some water and drink this, because garlic, it cleanses things out of your body, things that you don't want in your body. So you could do that. You could do that a couple of times a week. That's a tip from a great shaman elder. So these are just quick tips. It's all about healing self and manifesting. Manifesting our goals, our family life, good communication, our tribes, our businesses, fulfilling our purposes. Okay, it's all about setting goals, obtaining them, them manifesting and growing, blossoming. Okay, we always have to take in account of what is producing flowers in our life and what is producing thorns, which is poison. So that's why we do the cleansing. So cleansing on the outer, on the inner, and sitting in the moonlight with a candle, with your music, with your notebook, and writing down those messages as they come forth. It's all about receiving those divine messages and applying application to your life. Application, application, application. So wisdom is knowledge and application. Okay? So we have to act it out. But we do ask, we do thank our ancestors and our guides, and of course Great Spirit, for helping us on this journey, for assisting us on this journey, because we are the visible image of the whole, the source of all things. So we tap into those ancestral practices. It's all about restoring, recovering, speaking life to dry bones of our ancestors, meaning bringing back their sacred practices, their spiritual, mental, and physical practices, and taking it to the next level and manifesting things for our generation and showing our children this so that we may leave them a legacy. Okay? So that they will know that we had divine spirituality, melanated beings. We had divine spirituality before the pink man came and forced Abrahamic religions on us. Okay? So, do your research on your family history. Find out what their spiritual practices and cultures were like. Start applying them to your life. Call on those ancestors that you researched and you found out what their name was, whether they were a shaman, a medicine woman, or they were a chief, or they were a warrior. try to channel their energy. First, say thank you and ask them to come forth if they are for your good only. You only welcome ancestors that are for your good only. And then channel the messages. Ask questions. You'll get answers in the form of thoughts, or you will see animals, or you may see plants. You may see different signs and symbols. Write them down. Research what it means, okay, and apply it to your life. This is what it's about. So I'm gonna end this video after I show you two things. One from the Moon Spells book. Okay, a quick moon spell. Okay, let's find one. I had one bookmarked. Okay, let me see. They have things for love, for finding a new job, for starting your own business, freeing yourself of addictions, how to make a moon circle, how to walk. Okay, just a second here. Okay, let's do one about spirituality. Okay, healing. Okay, fear. Let's do this. Okay, releasing fear. Because some people are scared to tap into their ancestors' spirituality and cultures because it's been so demonized by the so-called powers that be, by the pink man, the people who so-called run this place. Really, they don't run it. Divine Grace Spirit does, but they promote fear. They don't want you to tap into your ancestral power. They just want you to be a member of their religions so that they can control you and put a middle person in between you and Divine Grace Spirit. You don't need a middle man or a middle woman. You do not need that. Okay? What you need is you and the man or the womb man in the mirror. And one of the cards was talking about within. You have to slay the enemies within and outside of yourself. This is what you must do. Okay, to overcome obstacles. Okay, one of the cards was talking about it helps remove obstacles. Okay, it's like going to the crossroads to tap into the Papa Legba or the Ishu energy. I flow in the female issue energy, and you go to the crossroads so that obstacles will be removed and doors will be open to you. Gateways will be open to you that are for your good. So I have found my spot. Let me see. So these are just tips. Alright, I'm coming from the Moon Spells book. Okay, we were talking about getting rid of fear. Okay, because they try to promote fear in everything. Fear, and they don't want you to tap into your ancestors' ways. Okay, you can write an affirmation. It just tells you, okay, different incense you can have, different candles you can have, different crystals you can have, because different colors represent different things. Like I was going over, the pink candle is love, unconditional divine love. Green is for prosperity, okay, and abundance. Okay, so you can light a green candle for prosperity and abundance. You can write your goal, your wish on a bay leaf, which is green, and while you have that green candle lit, Okay, you've written your goal on there, and you can look into the flame, and then you can burn it during the powerful full moon energy time. Okay, you can even do it during the new moon. Okay, because you're setting your intentions out there. So when the new moon comes, what you wrote on that bay leaf, you should start seeing things manifest from it. So it's all about focusing your internal power that you have, because you don't need a middleman or a middle woman. You focus on your power to manifest. It will be you manifesting. Yes, divine grace spirit, ancestors, guides, herbs, things of the world that we utilize during our ceremonies, they help assist us in manifesting it. Okay, so you want to have the different elements of earth, air, fire, water. You can have metal also. You can drink your tea out of a copper cup. Okay. Copper works well with melanated beings. Okay. What else? Okay. Starting your own business. Okay. Starting your own business. Let's show this. Starting your own business. Okay. It says you need an envelope, a pen, 3 small seeds like poppy seeds or grass seeds. You can have some candles. Okay. You can have 2 white, 2 green candles. That green for prosperity again. Place them on the 4 sides of the square, not in the corners. Okay. You will want a white one in the front of you facing east, a green candle on both the north and south sides, and a white candle behind you to the west. Okay, you can do your formation. All spells should begin with casting a circle, that circle of protection I told you guys about, which is your shield of protection. If you are using a triangle or a square, cast your circle first, then cast your formation within it. Okay, the best formation for the spell is a square. Okay, cast your formation using methods described. All right, they give methods in the previous chapter. You can use a wand, a knife, or your fingers. You can use salt or other material items you have chosen. Okay, direction, which direction to face? You can face east. Okay, which moon phase? This spell works best during the new phase, the new moon. Okay, we are hoping the moon is increasing as it waxes to full. So what I was saying about you want to do it during the new moon, write your intentions down, your affirmations, your goals, and it's going to increase, and then when the full moon comes, it's going to blossom and manifest. Different days of the week that is wise to do it: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Okay, today is Saturday. Okay, you can do optional magical enhancements. You can use gemstones, crystals, or rocks, in which I have some here. So you can use those. You can use incense. They will enhance your spell. Okay. Incense can enhance your spell. Music also. Excuse me. Incense and music. Okay. All right. It gives tips before you start your spell. Make sure you have no distractions. Turn off your phones. Play soothing music. Keep the lights dim. You have your candles. Wash your hands or shower before you begin, which I did mention about showering and doing a cleansing bath and smudging yourself with that sage cedar mix. Okay? Draw your formation, your circle, ask higher power, which is divine grace, spirit, God, goddess, whichever name you choose for the source of all things. You ask and you thank for the higher power to allow the information to flow through you. Then you speak your affirmations and you say, so it is, or it is so. Okay? How to perform the spell, and you can pause and hold it on here so that you can read it more in depth. Okay, once you cast your formation and you light your candles and relax, you write the name of your business on the envelope. If you have not chosen a name, write my new business. Place the 3 seeds inside the envelope and seal it. Now recite the following incantation, which is an affirmation. My business new. It starts right here. Grow and prosper throughout the year. No stress nor conflict negate my drive. And so it goes. You're now alive. Okay, so the seeds are a symbol of our new business that is going to grow and manifest and blossom. Okay, so you conclude with any statement that signifies your closure. You can say amen, amen, ra. You can say whatever you want to say, because this is your spirituality, your spell, your magic, and magic just is your inner power. Okay? After the spell, you put the envelope in an area in your home or office where it will not be thrown away, discarded. You can put it in a drawer or a file cabinet. Okay? And in 3 months, throw away the envelope and repeat the spell entirely. Only this time, include larger seeds like corn kernels, especially corn kernels, because this is the ripe corn moon. Okay, you can use corn kernels, apple seeds, dried whole peas. Do this again 3 months after that with even larger seeds, pumpkin seeds, sunflower, watermelon. Okay, completing 3 spells in 1 year. Okay, you do this over and over again. You really do it until you start seeing things blossom and manifest. So this is just an example of a moon spell utilizing the moon energy. And you can do this during the new moon, and then the full moon you can do that final incantation, because I always ad lib and add my own personal twist to things because it's uniquely for me or what I'm doing, and you can do the same. Okay, so that was from the moon spells. Okay, the moon spells book. And now from the Sacred Woman book. The Sacred Woman book. Okay, for womb health. Okay, you can do different exercises like speaking to your womb. Okay, you can make a triangle, diamond shape, pyramid shape of your sacred womb, your yoni, and you can do womb affirmations after you do your cleansing bath. Okay, and you do your cleansing bath, and you drink your tea with the mugwort for womb health. Okay, you drink your dandelion drink. Okay, your dandelion root or leaf tea. Okay, and you speak to your womb and you say, my womb is healed. I am recovered from any illness. I dispel any negative energy from any of the partners that I've had. I cleanse myself of their negative energy. I clear myself. My womb is restored and healed now. It is so. You can speak words of life, because those words carry a vibration of frequency. You can speak to your womb so that it is healed. Okay, and so the sacred book, the Sacred Woman book, taps into that, and it gives like different recipes. Like I told you about the chia seeds. I told you about the mugwort for the women, the dandelion root and dandelion leaf tea, the nettles to keep the moisture. So this video is full of herbal tips, recipes. You can use any of the herbs that I mentioned for the purpose of which I stated, and you can tap into those moon spells. You can even pull out the cards, and just speak and pray over the cards. Okay, this is my question, what is the answer to it? And you shuffle the cards, and a card will reveal itself to you. A card may pop out, or one may catch your eye. You need to pull that one and read it. It is your guidance. Also, if you're sitting on a patio, where animals pop up, that's a message. Research the meaning, okay? So write it down, make it plain, do your part to manifest, do your incantations, spells, affirmations during the full moon time, the new moon time, and things will manifest and blossom. So I want to say peace, I love you, namaste, ashe, ao, and happy thunder moon. Happy thunder moon. Okay, the thunder beings, I forgot to touch on this. That's a part of the thunder moon. The thunder beings, okay, they come and they bring that rain of cleansing, purification, replenishment, and nourishment. And it also nourishes our crops. Therefore, we have the ripe corn moon. Okay, we have ripe corn, the three sisters, corn, squash, and beans. So the thunder beings, you can tap into that energy. A book I recommend for that is Return of the Thunder Beings. So tap into your power within, because we have the knowledge and the power within. All we have to do is tap in and apply it. Okay, walk it out and manifest it. So peace.